We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Tennessee Titans. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
You talk about this Titan defense.
They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that.
Love now on second down. Going underneath to the tight end Green. 2 yards on the pickup there. 3rd and 7 now.
This defense for the Titans, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air. And they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and it'll be Titan football. Throwing to start the drive. Crawford under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early, and I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator, asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
Looking to throw on second down. Crawford. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the...
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack. And it's going to lead him to 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams.
going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. You talk about this Titan defense. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
Play fake. Here's Love. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop it.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
On 1st and 10, Crawford. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Crawford. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. They'll look to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
The give, right side for Gibbs. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Gibbs will score. Touchdown, Tennessee. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it often surprises the heck out of the defense.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
It's a gain of 9. It brings up 2nd and a yard at the 28-yard line.
And that will be
incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This one swung out to Williams.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late.
So the big play nullified, a legal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
Let's go now.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Now Love. Throw right side, complete to Williams. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Play action this time with Love. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL.
It got his man complete. A big play that time for the Titans. 44 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
The Titans at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. picked by Kevin Byard. And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board. Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. To throw now. Here's Love. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. That'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Screen play set up for Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Patterson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it.
Oh, wide open, complete. Powering his way forward. A big play that time for the Titans. 67 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Trying the left side with Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Operating from the gun, Crawford. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Kyle Pitts, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to 11. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Bubba Bolden who picks it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Crawford. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And now an audible here into something else. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Now that was well defended. And as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
To throw on 2nd down, Crawford. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. There he goes, left side. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Here we go. Set. Right. Right. Ready?
Final play of the half. Love. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First down 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Crawford. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Out of bounds at the 29-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 1. Off the option, here's Gibbs. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he will have a Titans first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So no gain on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Hassan Reddick able to record his 5th sack of the season. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Crawford. Looking middle, and that's complete. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. This will be a 37-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Shedding the tackle. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and they will take over first and 10. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Fights through and now a crease. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Broncos are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Love. And that is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. On the return, it's Tony. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field. And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Looking to throw on second down. Crawford. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 39. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Back now in Nashville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Crawford. And his throw here's incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. There he goes, right side. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 14. A really nice gain of 25 yards. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
To throw on 2nd down, Crawford. This is caught, and it's a Titans touchdown. Kyle Pitts with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Titans up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll increase their lead to 28. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Love from the gun. And that'll be taken in downfield by Green. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. Working out of the gun. Love. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Broncos are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll motion Pitts. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Can't we score? That's all right, bud. That's all right. That's all right.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw. Crawford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Read option, this is Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
He'll pitch it back. And now the rookie's free. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves.
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
45 yards rushing for him now to this point. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Sanders is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
What is the deal? Oh, what are we doing?
Down. Ready.
And they will take a knee here.
What are you doing? Pay for this. Ryan, this has to happen.
Set. Hut.
And they take a knee.
Ready.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And I tell you what, one thing that you and I featured as a storyline was that they were facing the NFL's #1 defense coming in, and they really took it right to them.
Yeah, they didn't blink, did they? And instead of just saying to themselves, let's make sure that we minimize our mistakes and try and play a conservative type game, they attacked right from the beginning. Said, we got to go after these guys. I think sometimes you take the #1 rated defense by surprise when you do that.
So for the Titans, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.